Hi, this is Oli from All That Remains, and we're now at part 4 of leveling up your licks. On the last 3 articles we discussed are one basic 4-note lick in pentatonic and diatonic applications. Now we're going to apply it to an arpeggio situation. And as you've been going through this series, you're going to see that one little technique applied to different situations can really raise your awareness of intervallic construction, fretboard awareness, and just overall application of what you're doing. I find that if you're the kind of guy who just practices your scales up and down and never really apply them, you don't really get the sense of how to properly use them in a musical situation. Once I learn something, I always apply it to a musical situation because A, it's more fun, and B, that's just the way it goes. That's what you're playing over. So here we go with the lick applied to just a basic triad. So this shape has already been covered within the pentatonic. So we don't really need to spend a lot of time here, but I will go through the different triad shapes in the key of G, because you should do that anyway, and I'm going to stick with these middle 2 strings because we haven't gone there yet. Alright, so now this is where it gets fun. We're going to add a new technique. We're going to go up to the next string this time instead of always going down. We're going to add our flat 7th to our E minor triad, creating an E minor 7th chord arpeggio. And it looks like this. Now with that same picking approach, I would like to go horizontal, up and down, and you're going to get all 7 7th chords. Try saying that 7 times fast. Okay, now that I've showed you all 7 shapes, we're going to kind of refine our approach a little bit. And we're going to get realistic with the kind of progressions that we're playing over. If we were playing jazz, we'd probably be using a lot of dominant and minor 7 flat 5 arpeggios. But, this is kind of geared towards metal. So I really want to focus on the major and minor 7 shapes a little bit more. Okay, so we're going to use our E minor 7th as a home base. And we're going to start with just adding a lower note and omitting the B string, and that's going to give us a C major 7, which has 3 notes in common to the E minor 7. And then we're going to go up the other direction and omit the D string and have a G major 7, which is also 3 notes in common with E minor 7. So that looks like this. Okay, so now that I've showed you how to take one position and play essentially 3 different arpeggios with pretty much the same lick, let's sequence the lick across strings in a similar fashion, but this time we're actually going to move our root each time. So I'm going to start with G major 7 down here. and I'm going to go up by a third each time. And the last lick we're going to do is we're going to work in a horizontal fashion, and we're going to use the same string grouping, but of course we're going to move our hand, and we're also going to move by thirds because I feel that that's the most useful way to do this because, again, you have the common tones. So we're going to go between G major 7 and E minor 7 on the low 3 strings. All right, so for the next pair, we're going to do C major 7 and A minor 7, and it's the exact same fingering, which is really convenient. Moving on up, our E minor 7 paired with our C major 7. Now the fingering here is up to you, it's optional. Some people like to use their fourth finger for both strings, other people like to use their third. It doesn't matter, whatever is comfortable. And the final group of 3 strings, the top 3. So here is A minor 7 and F sharp half diminished. I hope you enjoyed leveling up your licks. And there are way more applications that I've shown you, but as you can see, just a small little idea can be applied to scales, to arpeggios, can be applied to every direction on the guitar, and it's a lot of fun to see this one thing you've been practicing kind of evolve into something that is just huge, and I hope it does a lot for your playing. Until next time.